You ready?
I don't know. Are you ready?
I don't think I'm ever ready for this.
We gotta do it. There's literally been people asking us to do this.
I know. I cried a little bit at the theater, though.
I walked out with a sense of ennui that could only be described by the lost generation of World War I.
All right. I can't top that one. Well, welcome to an episode of Justin vs. Justin. I'm Justin with an E.
I'm Justin with an I.
We're here to start out with the non-spoiler review for Avengers Infinity War.
That's right.
Surprising, you guys like us enough to request these videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So we actually started getting requests.
We had to do it. So similar to our Black Panther, we're going to start off with a short video just giving you a little bit of a teaser about Infinity War, and then we're going to go into the entire spoiler episode.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the movie, this is the one for you. If you have, and you just want to get our take on things, we're going to have another video that we'll post here, and you can comment and like and watch that one as well. That'll be a lot longer, more in-depth, what we think. Get really into our minds.
Yeah, we really dive into the actors' pores in that one.
The personas. We'll interview them in such a way.
And imagining that if you're listening or watching this, you pretty much know we're all about comics and movies. Yes. And I mean, this is a perfect marriage of the two. So, I mean, I can't imagine that you haven't seen it yet. Unless, you better be dead or in jail. And if you're in jail, break out.
I don't know. Do we have any listeners in jail? If you do, please write us.
That's a great question. If we have listeners in jail, I hope we do. I mean, they got to pass the day somehow.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so the breakdown of Avengers Infinity War. So basically, we have the original Avengers cast. We have Tony Stark, Captain America.
Tony Stark is Iron Man. Steve Rogers is Captain America, a man who was unfrozen from a block of time. He's a super soldier. Yep. Right? And he's got an unbreakable shield.
Yep. And
I brought behind me.
We got his best friend Bucky.
Yep, Bucky Barnes.
We got
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, we got Black Widow.
Black Widow, super spy.
Agent Romanoff. Let's see, we got the Hulk.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody loves the Hulk. We got Thor. We have...
Thor's a demigod.
Yeah, we have demigod Thor. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy gang.
Yep.
We got...
which is Groot, who is the plant teenager.
Yeah.
Right, because he's not a little baby Groot anymore. He's grown up. Right.
And we got Rocket Raccoon. We got...
who's basically just exactly as he sounds.
Oh, yeah.
He's a rocket shaped like a raccoon.
Yes. And then we have Drax. And,
Drax
Peter
is
Quill.
Not as big as Hulk and not as green as Hulk. Green alien, right? With some red tattoos on him. Super strong, super durable. Gamora, different type of green alien.
And then we have Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
After Doctor Strange, we got the newcomer to the group, Spider-Man, Spidey.
That's right, Peter Parker himself.
Yeah, Spidey is part of the group there.
And no spoilers, but this is not Tobey Maguire, and this is not Andrew Garfield.
No. And then we got War Machine. And
that would be
Falcon.
James Rhodes.
Yep, we got
James Rhodes.
Then we got Falcon.
We'll leave out any surprise guests or anything like that for this one. So, I mean, who's the other one? If you saw Black Panther, Panther's in
Black Panther and the whole Black Panther gang.
That's right. Okoye and Shuri.
Yep,
and we like Shuri.
Your favorite guy, the King of the Gorillas.
M'Baku.
Yeah,
love M'Baku.
His little.
He's my favorite guy in the movie.
His little bitch friend wasn't there though.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, and his girlfriend too.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a transition from that movie, which go and check out that podcast from us. We do a very fine spoiler review.
Yes. I think that sums up the whole gang that's there. Right?
Yep, the gang that's there, and they're going up against Thanos and the Black Order. He is collecting, depending on what school you're from, either Infinity Stones or Infinity Gems.
Yep.
Right.
They face Thanos, and I gotta say, Thanos is very menacing. He is but this movie did a really good job of making you actually feel for the bad guy. At a certain point, you even go, he makes sense.
They hit us with another Eric Killmonger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a second time in a row where you just have to look at the bad guy. And again, without giving anything away, we're just saying the characterization of the bad guy, they really take their time and care to develop what you see.
And unfortunately, I think that's where DC falls short, is they don't humanize the characters. They just, here's the bad guy, they go fight him.
Tell them what you were telling me about Justice League.
Unfortunately, I mean, as we're both DC fans because we love Batman and all that, this movie in just the opening weekend has grossed more than Justice League by itself.
The entire
run of Justice League.
To be fair, this is the biggest movie release of all time.
Which, I mean, Justice League still brought in $600 million.
It was a success.
So it was no sneeze. I mean, they still made money. This made $600 million in the first weekend. So.
Yeah, it's obscene. It's past the Phantom, or not the Phantom Menace. Of course, it passed the Phantom Menace.
Yes,
but it passed the Force Awakens as the largest opening of all time. So,
and it's going to keep going. And it is a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you definitely got to go watch it. Like I said, they characterize the bad guy in such a way that you feel he makes sense at certain points, and you go,
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things. Now, a little bit different than the first and the second Avengers movies. I don't think that there's really like a powered soundtrack for this one.
No.
I think it's just scored. Like, they literally just scored the movie.
Yeah, there's no like hard rock music or anything like that.
Like, there was a big Soundgarden song when the first Avengers came out in 2012.
This movie definitely a lot more action. There's action from the get-go and it never stops.
Do you think there's as much action in this movie as there is in Undercover Brother?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think Undercover Brother may have beat that.
I think so too. Yeah. Score one for the good guys.
But in my opinion, this movie, it wasn't the best movie I've ever seen in my life, but it was a good movie.
I have rarely felt as much as I felt after leaving a movie theater in this, and I think you even told me, you're like, dude, it's one of those things. Like,
I will say the ending of this movie is wow.
Like, the last half hour of this movie is just like a heart attack.
But there's like a middle.
And you're like,
there's a middle. The middle of the movie, you're kind of like, okay, come on, get on with it. But yeah, the ending, you're definitely it kind of lets you off a little in the middle, and then at the end, it just jerks you back in. You're like, what?
And you think about, like, we had some predictions, and I don't think anyone that I know of, with the exception of like maybe one person from Amalgamania, had like any predictions that came true in this movie.
Yeah, no. If you read Infinity Gauntlet or any of those, it doesn't go off any of those stories. It picks and chooses from a lot of different comics.
Exactly.
Of how it's going to represent the character and the story it's going after. You can't read a comic and go, oh, that's where they got that. Yeah, no.
and a huge part of that is because they didn't have the licenses from Fox or from Sony and a lot of these, so they couldn't include the Fantastic Four, they couldn't include the X-Men, Wolverine. Deadpool should not have been included anyway. So as much as we like Deadpool is just not part of this at all.
So what would you rate the movie overall?
Oh man, it's high in the. What are we doing? A number scale or letter scale?
Let's go to letter scale.
Letter scale. I mean, it's an A+. Absolutely, it's it gives you the feels, you know.
I'll give it an A, because there are times when the characters kind of do things that are out of character in certain senses. Because
I know what you're talking about.
Because they're directed by different people, so. There are times when the characters just don't kind of match up to their personalities.
You're perhaps thinking of our green friend acting out of character? Yeah, I get that.
Our green friend and then one of the space people.
Mm-hmm. I think a couple of the space people.
Yeah, their characters are a little off.
Mm-hmm.
But the Russo brothers did pretty good, I think, with the ginormous cast that they had.
Yeah, I mean, they were hurting cats. I mean, just the fact that you have, like, Scarlett Johansson and, you know, I don't know who else is there. Bucky Barnes and Rocket Raccoon and.
Well, when you look at the budget for this movie,
all the guys. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of his last name, and it's my last name. Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, no, I think because I mean, you look at the budget for this movie. I think most of the budget was just spent on salaries.
Yeah, you know, and I did not think it was over special effects.
No,
I thought that they had a good mix of it. You know, because some movies like you watch and it's like, yeah, this is clearly mostly special effects, and just like they're not really relying on the acting. This one, I mean, Captain America killed it. You know, Iron Man killed it. Like when they were doing their scenes, it was fantastic.
I'll be honest, a lot of people don't love Thor. After this movie, I love Thor. Thor rocked in this movie.
MCU Thor is not like comics Thor.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like comics Thor. I can tolerate MCU movie Thor.
But I have to say, out of all the Thor movies, Thor appearances, this is my absolute favorite Thor appearance.
He has, I mean, that's.
I think he has some of the best lines in the movie, and I think this movie has a good mix of comedy and, you know, all sorts of things. But it's definitely my favorite. In the next episode,
I'll go into that a little bit, just of what I think about it and such, because there's some things that happen along the way, and he exhibits a slight bit of character growth. But it seems like he regresses a little bit too, so I'm kind of like, I'm on the fence with what you're saying, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Yeah. But I agree with you that he was great in this movie, and there's some epic scenes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some things that are like defining, where I could see someone like yourself looking at this and going, wow, that's my favorite guy.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I like the other Thor movies, but yeah, this one I was like, that's my guy.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who said that Ragnarok is their favorite movie.
I didn't really care for Ragnarok.
Really? Even
I liked it. I didn't think it was great. I actually liked some of the other Thor movies better.
Not the second one, really?
No.
Okay. That second one was trash. Ugh.
But
they even got the worst Doctor Who in there.
Yeah. But Ragnarok, I was a little about Ragnarok, but I didn't hate it.
I liked it. I mean, I thought the first one was really good, and I was reminding someone before that most of the characters have actually already died going into this movie, right? Like Captain America died, right? You know, Bucky kind of died. Iron Man kind of died in the first Avengers, right? Hulk kind of died. Hawkeye kind of died. You know, all
Spider-Man, we get a new one every...
Yeah, Spider-Man. We're going to need another Timmy. Like on dinosaurs. Like the Sinclair family.
Yeah. I think we should wrap up the non-spoiler. We should jump into spoiler, because right now we're dancing around. We're dancing, trying to get around stuff, because we got a lot we want to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover, but we want to let you guys know we're going to be doing a spoiler episode, so stay tuned. Yes. We usually post them underneath, so hopefully we're not going to put anything crazy in the descriptions or anything like that. We might put Batman dies just to throw posers off, but.
And if you do go watch this movie, stay to the end. There is a post-credit screen.
There is.
Scene, not screen.
But what was your advice about the post-credit scene?
You have time to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because you're going to need to pee.
I really had to pee at the end of this movie, and I sat and held it, because I'm like, when is it? Because usually it's like the main credits kind of, and then it pops up. Mm-hmm. They didn't do mid-post. They waited till the very end, so you're like, come on.
It may be my favorite post-credit scene yet.
I think it is too. We'll dive into that. Good. So anyway, check out the full spoiler review if you've seen it. If not, go see the movie and then go watch our full spoiler review.
And make sure you like our Facebook page. You can follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and you can also follow us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and
here on YouTube. And hit like and subscribe here on YouTube. Hit the notice so that way you know when we post new videos. We try to get at least one up a week sometime. We slacked the last couple weeks, but we're going to get back on.
We had movies to watch. You can trust us on
We had dad duties and whatnot, as you can see by the sun.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, tune into the next episode, and I'm Justin with an E.
And I'm Justin with an I.
Go watch the movie. Thank us later.
Bye, guys.